Well, hello friends. Welcome to this pencil tutorial. I'm excited that you're here. We are going to dive in and learn how to make this beautiful plain undecorated cookie. We're going to learn how to make it beautiful today. So I'm going to show you exactly what you need. This is a cutter that is from Sweet Sugar Belle. I love this cutter. You can use this to make a pencil. You can use it to make a crayon. You can use it to make a rocket. You can use it to make... sit down, please. My 4-year-old is joining me today. So she is, as you saw in my stories, if you saw my stories yesterday, she decided to be artistic like Mommy and write on the walls with a permanent marker. So that was fun. So anyways, if anybody has young ones, you can relate. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to show you what you need to make this fun pencil cookie. So first of all, I have my outline icing in the yellow with my flood icing. So this is what I'm going to use to flood the cookie here. And then I have, well, I'll show you the tan color that will be the top bottom portion of the pencil. So I have outline form, and I have it in flood consistency. So your outline consistency is like toothpaste consistency. It is thick. It's made for outlining your cookies and doing any details. And then your flood icing is the icing that you use to fill in the middle once you've outlined your cookie. Then I have my gray that will be right here below the yellow piece. You have your outline icing here, and then I have my gray flood icing. And I'm going to be a little spicy. I'm going to add some polka dots to this pencil here. So you won't be able to see them on this one. Well, you won't be able to see them on this one, but I'm going to show you how to do polka dots. I'll just switch them out because you need to let the colors dry. I'll explain all of that. But this is just to add like a little extra dimension. It's a little bit darker than this yellow. Oh, let's see. I need to plug up. So, bear with me as...
Hello.
As I need to plug up, because I'm about out of juice. So hopefully we can not lose everything. So and yeah, oh, and then I have my pink for the eraser. So
I love pink. It's my favorite.
yeah, so I have the outline pink, and then I have the flood pink as well. So I have both of those that we will be using. So first we're going to take our outline with our yellow and our yellow that we're going to use for the polka dots, and we're going to outline this cookie. So we're going to make the little scalloped edge here first. And if you're unsure about like where to put your lines, you can always use your scribe tool to kind of make an indentation of where you want your lines. But I am just outlining with my outline icing that is like toothpaste. And then I'm going to fill in the middle. So I'm going to use my outline icing here, and I like to fill in around the edge first and work my way to the middle. So this is kind of like maple syrup consistency, and it just kind of flows to all the outer regions of what you've just outlined. I'm just using my scribe here. You can use a toothpick if you don't have one, or you can pick up a scribe like at Michael's or online. But a toothpick works just as good. All right, so now I'm going to add like some polka dots just to have give it a little extra dimension. And I've got that already, the flood icing. You want to make sure you use flood icing for that, for polka dots, because they'll just fall right into your icing and just kind of spread out and stay there and be nice and smooth. But I'm just going to cut my tipless bag here. I'm just going to cut the very tip. Just try not to get the tip in the cookie. And just cut straight across. And just do like a little, make sure it's coming out good. And then I'm just going to add a few polka dots in here. So you can also do like an airbrushing after your cookie is dry to give it a little more dimension as well. So you don't have to use the wet on wet polka dots. You can use airbrushing as well. That makes it just kind of fun and just adds that dimension. So we're getting a little overflow here. So that is your cookie, and I'm going to set that aside and let it dry. So if you're doing this in real time, you want to let this dry for a couple hours before you add the colors on either side. So I'm just going to set this up here and let it dry. And then I'm going to do the top portion of my cookie here. And so excuse my reach, but I'm just going to draw the line here for the edge of the cookie. And then again, this bag is not cut, so I'm just going to take it and cut with my scissors. And just like I did with the yellow, I'm just going to fill in the middle here, all the way around the edge, and just very, very lightly squeezing. So you don't want to squeeze too much. So I'm going to add a little black around the bottom for, like, I guess the lead is what it would be. So if you want to wait, if you don't have any icing and you just want to wait, you can always wait till it dries and just use a marker to put in this black portion of the cookie, or you can use your icing like I did just now if you want to go ahead and do it so that they're done. But you just have the edge of your cookie, and now I'm going to do the gray piece that comes after the yellow. And I'm just going to pipe that on with my outline icing as well. And I've got my flood icing here. It's already been cut, so I'm just going to make sure it comes out good to go. And you notice I did not outline right there next to the pencil, just because it's okay. It's just going to go over a little bit and not affect the cookie at all. So I'm going to let that dry before I add any other details to it as well. And I'm just going to use the scribe to move it around. And then, and then I'm going to use my pink to add the eraser. So again, you want to just like let that dry for about an hour before you add the pink, or the colors might bleed. So they may or may not, depends on like the humidity outside and things like that. I just like to give it plenty of time to dry before I want to add any colors beside it. So now we're going to add our pink for our fun eraser. It kind of came out a little fast on that side. So I'm just going to take my scribe and just move my icing along the edge. And just in the middle, just kind of fill it in. All right, so now we're just going to add like a little dimension to the cookie. I'm going to take my outline icing here and do some lines along the cookie. Now you can see why, like if you have the polka dots, it just kind of gives an extra dimension to it. But we're going to draw these little lines here. And this is with the outline icing. You want to make sure you use the outline because your flood icing will be all over the place. And then I'm just going to add some lines here with my outline icing for the details on the silver part of the pencil. And so there you go. You've got your cute little pencil. These are perfect for the first day of school if you want your kids to take them in, or put them in your little kids' lunch boxes so that they have a fun decorated cookie for their first day of school. So thank you guys for showing up. You can message me if you have any questions. But remember, tomorrow I will be doing another live all about baking the perfect sugar cookie. So if you have trouble baking or you just want to see how I do it, come join me tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Would love to see you and bring any questions that you got. And also, if you want to supply starter kit, I have a great blog post about a starter kit that has all that you need with the tips, with these tipless bags, where to get them, different cookie cutters with links all to that. And you can go on my site and see that now. So there's a link in my profile that you can see that. So thank you guys so much. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a good one.
Yeah,